You know, we've been sorting out the studio this week.
Yeah.
I found this old camera.
Nice, nice. Does it still work?
I don't know, but we've got a show to do, so
yeah,
let's go.
Thank you to our title sponsor, Team Cayote, and also our awesome partners.
Team Savox,
Tonisport,
Invisible Speed Mayako Youth Mentoring Program,
RC,
Orlowski RacingLine.com,
rsrc,
EuroRC,
Mau Graphics,
36 Mood.
Actually got dirt on it from the Neo. That's Harper Adams, that is right there.
Wow, NeoBuggy. Those are the days.
That is crazy, isn't it? Yeah. And actually, in Austria, this was struck by lightning.
Oh.
And ever since then, if you press this, you get... Oh, no, not that one. It must have been...
Oh, not rewind! Ah, great. What are we, now we're stuck in 2006?
Oh, man. I'm Matt McCallum.
And I'm Frank McKinney.
And it's 2006.
Discussions continue about the use of LiPo batteries in roar racing.
Meanwhile, EFRA elected to limit the nickel metal hydride batteries to just 5 cells for touring car.
In racing news, Masami Hirosaka wins the Japanese Touring Car Nationals for Yokomo.
Jared Tebow and Ryan Mayfield win the Reedy Truck Race.
GURP unveil a new concept in nitro header tech.
Those GURP guys. I bet one day they'll be using robots to design tyres.
Anyway, now you can catch up with the activities of these racers and many more on the new social networks, MySpace, Twitter, or Facebook.
And now, here are your main stories.
Touring cars continue to dominate the RC racing scene with brands like Corrali, Hot Bodies, Robotronic, Team Magic, and many others, releasing kits or prototypes during 2006.
Wow, I wonder how these companies will follow up all this touring car hype over the next couple of decades.
They'll be fine. The 1/8 buggy market is booming as well. Just look at the Vertex, O'Donnell, and the Losi 8 buggies. Right.
This is truly a golden age for electric touring car racing, and we took the short trip over to Italy to see what went down at the international scale Touring Car World Championships.
British racer Andy Moore looked really strong against challengers from Japan, Germany, and the US. But could he pull off a historic win in the heat of Italy?
Hirosaka is getting away, but this is the final lap. And whilst Hirosaka may win the race, the World Championship is within touching distance for Andy Moore from Derbyshire, and he's done it!
Yeah, that was about, okay, Masami was catching, but I knew if I finished second, then it's no problem. So rather than defend the position, then I thought it's best to let him go. I didn't want to fight for it, so.
Fantastic performance, you've been brilliant all weekend, well done.
Thank you very much.
What a great job from Andy, and who knows, with that success we might see a commemorative race car and custom accessories with your name on them. How cool would that be?
Yeah, even better. Nick got an answer about that beanie that Mark Reinhardt has been wearing for years.
Now, it's very warm here, it's warm most places. Why do you insist on wearing a hat?
I only wear it when I'm racing. In the practice I use a normal hat, but now I use a beanie because every time I use a beanie it's a good success, so I just keep it going like this.
And check this out, motor guru Oscar Jansen working his magic on the motors for the drivers he's supporting.
The first thing I normally do is I clean the splits in between a little bit, because sometimes there's some hard carbon fiber which you need to remove. Then you take the motor spray to clean it a little bit and make it a bit wet before you start the cutting. Then you try to get as close as possible to the commutator until it just slightly hits like it does now. And I increase by a little turn. Then you check if all the shims are correct on. For this motor we need only one shim. You put it on, close it together. Very important to look before you open it is to make a small stripe on the can as an identification where the timing was from before. you put the motor can back in the position, which means there was already a cut here. It just has to arrive in the same position, and that's it.
Oscar really knows what he's doing, doesn't he? Maybe someday his work will evolve into a world-dominating RC brand.
Maybe it will. Let's see.
Well, that was Team Cayote, the new title sponsor of ETS for season 18.
And this show too. Speaking of ETS, Patrick sent us this special message for the upcoming season.
Hello RCTV viewers, it's Patrick here, and I have some important information for all people interested about the ETS. For the start of the new season 18, we will use Hobbywing motors and speed controllers in all our stock touring car classes. We are using Hobbywing products since many years in the front-wheel drive class and also in the Formula 1 class. And now we are bringing the speedos and motors also into the Pro Stock class, 40 Plus Masters and the 21.5 stock category. And the good news, all the items will arrive at Tonisport this week. So just keep your eyes open and check out the latest motors and speed controllers for the stock touring car classes. We will see us for the start of the next season in Apeldoorn, which will be at the end of May. And I'm already looking forward to see you all on the track. See you then.
Very cool. Thanks, Patrick. Hey, did you know that the Euro Touring Series started in 2007?
No way. Speaking of which, where's Scotty? Let me see if I can...
Where in the world is Scotty?
Hey everybody, Scotty Ernst here, and this week we are flashing back to 2006. Back to the heydays of touring cars, when it was the Reedy Touring Car Racer Champions at the beautiful Tamiya America facility. It was Andy Moore winning a world title, and Vegas was the place to be for the International Indoor Championships. What also happened in 2006? That's when it all began for rcracingtv. Here's a flashback to the good old days of 2006.
Hey, did you spot the pair of 2006 world champions in that piece?
I did, actually. Not only Andy Moore, but Mark Pavidis as well.
Mark was fresh from the 1/8 buggy IFMAR Worlds in Jakarta, Indonesia, where he took the overall win.
A fantastic result for him, and a certain young racer from Finland happened to be at that race as well. Let's hear from JQ about how he did.
Another good race I had was the World Championships in Indonesia in 2006. I did well in qualifying, and then semi-final I got a big lead, 7-second lead or so to second place. So I was basically safe in the final, and my engine cut 2 times. So I didn't make the final there. And actually that bothers me to this day, because I never actually made a World Championship final, and that would have been the one for sure.
JQ then took his racing and design experience to launch his own car brand, and in time started Invisible Speed and the Mayako Youth Mentoring Program to help drivers old and new to be faster and more successful on track.
Hey, do you know what else happened in the year of 2006?
Google bought YouTube?
Correct, yeah, but also in a tractor shed in the west of England, the very first Harper Adams NeoBuggy took place. So let's hear from race organiser Phil Morstad.
Yeah, I mean, last year in 2005 we had the Neo Invitational in Belgium, in Antwerp, and it was fantastically well attended by several world champions, including, I mean, Mark Reinhardt, who's also here this year, and Atsushi Hara, but sadly he couldn't come, but yeah.
Oh cool, Reinhardt and Hara raced the Neos. I wonder where we'll see them next.
I don't know, but the Neo 2006 was all about Adam Drake.
But in fairness, it's all been about this yellow lossy buggy of Adam Drake. The American has come and conquered, coming through to what I think will be his last lap now. He's been out front since the hoot has sounded.
So you're one of those rare thieves, a full-time racer, that's your job?
I'm not. I also work for Team Losi and Trinity, but I work in the shop Monday through Friday, doing research and development and a lot of the planning and team support. And then I race on the weekends and also race for them. A big part of my job is racing, but it's not just to race.
Well, he'll want to come home in style, and he is beginning to throw it around a bit. The checkered flag is ready. He goes across the line, and wins it.
Wow, that Adam Drake is pretty good, huh? How awesome would it be if he had his own racetrack someday?
Maybe, you never know. Do you know what? I'm done with 2006.
Really?
I want to go home. I want to go home. Let's go back. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go back.
So that's it for this week, and once again, we want to thank our title sponsor, Team Cayote, and our partners.
Team Savox, Tonisport,
Invisible Speed Mayako Youth Mentoring Program,
Beach RC,
Orlowski RacingLine.com,
RSRC,
EuroRC,
Mau Graphics,
36 Mood.
We'll be back with you next week in 2025, where we are now, and stay tuned for this. We will have a special guest host joining us in the studio, so that will be very interesting indeed. We will see you then. Bye guys.
Bye.
Hey there, we can't believe it, but you've made it to the secret after show.
Yes. First, we want to honor our heroes.
And for everyone else, we don't want to say goodbye. We want you to join us.
Yeah, if you want us to be able to keep making this content and coverage, there's a few ways that you can help.
Yeah, first and most importantly, you can hit subscribe.
Then, if you really want to support us, you can become an RCTV hero by joining the channel. Click join down below on YouTube, and the link for that is also in the description.
If you want to rep RCTV, then go to rcracingtv.com and buy some merch.
Finally, if you want to help us just keep the lights on, then you can buy us a coffee right here.
Right down there, or in person if we bump into you at the track.
Now, if you're still watching after all that, then it's time to pick your next clip. I would say the top one.
No, I think this one is way more their speed. I think this is the one that they'll like.
Okay. Well, either way, thanks and goodbye.